Good evening, and thanks for joining us. I'm Lindsay Biscaya.
I'm Bakari Savage. A Toronto man's facing charges after a woman was allegedly dragged into a wooded area in High Park and sexually assaulted last month.
For the latest on this investigation, we are going to go live to CP24's crime analyst, Steve Ryan. And Steve, police have been working on this for about a month now to find the suspect.
Yeah, that's right, Lindsay. And it was some great work by the Toronto Police Sex Crimes Unit to identify this suspect and take him into custody, charging him with a variety of very serious criminal offenses. So anytime you have a random act of violence occurring in any community, it has a tendency to affect the quality of life of not only that community, but also neighboring communities as well, because the collective belief and thinking often is if it's happening anywhere, it's happening everywhere. And that's something that certainly is not lost on law enforcement when they investigate such rare occurrences like this, when you have allegations of a sexual assault. So Toronto Police tell us that it was just June the 4th, a month tomorrow, when a woman in her 60s, I'm told she was 62 years old, was walking through the park just before 11 o'clock at night when she was approached from behind, dragged into a wooded area, and sexually assaulted. We're showing you the B-roll of the scene right now. We did spend quite an amount of time here back on June the 4th when this first happened. So the Toronto Police have worked around the clock, and we heard today at a press conference that they have now identified a suspect, a 35-year-old man who is now an accused, and that accused is facing a variety of very serious criminal charges. Before we go to the clip, we're showing you his picture, and that's because police believe that there may be other victims out there. So if you recognize this man and you've had any sort of negative interaction with him, the police are encouraging you to give them a call. Here's more from the detective in charge of this investigation, who this accused is.
Yesterday, following a thorough investigation by the Toronto Police Service Sex Crimes Unit, we arrested Courtney Henry, age 35, of Toronto. He's been charged with the following offenses: overcome resistance by choking, sexual assault cause bodily harm, uttering threats, forcible confinement, robbery, failed to comply with probation, and unlawfully possessing a Schedule I substance.
So these are just allegations not been proven in court beyond a reasonable doubt, but nonetheless, they are very, very serious. Some of the most serious charges on the books that you heard the detective read out. And one of the charges also laid was a breach of probation. That comes when you're convicted of a criminal offense. And the cops said today that this man was convicted in the past. He was on a period of probation. One of those conditions always is keep the peace and be of good behavior. Clearly, with these allegations, that idea is out the window. And this is why this added charge was laid as well. Great work again by the Toronto Police getting this guy off the streets.
Yeah, and as you say, Steve, police will be in the area patrolling for the foreseeable future. Pretty frightening stuff. Okay, that's CP24's Steve Ryan reporting live for us. Thanks, Steve.